Hi everyone, I'm GREYMOND. An interesting question is, will I have higher anxiety when starting OCD recovery? Simple answer is, with my method, you will not have anxiety go up when you first start OCD recovery. And the reason being is because we will take it in a very slow and controlled approach. And then as we see what your individual actual speed is, we can take a faster route or we can continue on a slower route. It's completely up to you. The reason why sometimes you hear online people say the OCD will get worse before it gets better is because a lot of the times therapists or coaches don't understand how OCD works, and they push the client with extreme exposures. The client cannot handle the exposure, and they are not able to follow through with response prevention, which is what ERP is all about: exposure and response prevention. The therapist pushes the client too far. They're not able to do response prevention because the trigger is too much, and then they fall down. And then, of course, they will feel worse. And not only are they feeling worse, but a lot of the time they're actually making the disorder worse. Because let's say if you were faced with an extreme exposure, you went home and you ruminated about it all day. Do you think you made your OCD better or worse, right? You actually powered it up more, even though for that half an hour you did the extreme exposure, which nobody needed in the first place. You know what I mean? So I just want you to understand how OCD operates. When you do exposures, you want to make sure that you do them in a way that you are, at least fairly certain, if not certain, that you'll be able to handle doing response prevention afterwards. Don't be a hero when doing exposures, and don't do extreme exposures. Exposure, on purpose exposure, ideally should be something that you are avoiding in everyday life, that if you didn't have OCD, not talking about other people, this is you, right? You against you. So if normally you avoid during OCD you avoid something that normally you wouldn't avoid, that's the thing you want to do exposures on, not some extreme thing that you will never even face in everyday life. That's too far. But a lot of the times doctors and therapists don't understand that that's too far. They push the clients to the limit, and we get what we get, that the person is getting worse, not better. So that's how it works. I hope you find my videos helpful. Subscribe if you haven't. If you would like to start recovery program with me, all the information is on youhaveocd.com. You can sign up from there. I'll see you tomorrow.